Yo, YouTube just ended my live stream when no cars around me won't play no music. They said they ended off of copyright material, but nobody around me playing no music. Everybody pull up and turn their shit down so they can hear what I'm saying. Y'all just don't want YouTube to see what I'm saying. That's all it is. Y'all mad. Every time somebody kicks some knowledge, y'all get mad like some bitches. Y'all some bitches, bro. YouTube some bitches. Y'all just mad when somebody say some real shit, bro. That's all that is, man. That's all that is. Y'all ain't never hit none of my live streams with that bullshit, petty ass cancellation reason, man. Fuck out of here, man. Y'all ass tweaking. That's why I'm just gonna keep on doing it anyway. I don't care. Fuck out of here. Now, like I was saying, the monetary system will make you stop that racist shit. Because the monetary system is meant to wipe everybody the fuck out of here. It's meant to wipe everybody the fuck out of here. It's a bloodline thing, not a race thing. It's a bloodline thing. And if you ain't in a bloodline, your white skin not gonna save you. That's what they don't want me to tell y'all. Fuck out of here. Breaking that shit down. Just wipe my whole shit out. Y'all just wipe my whole shit out, but that's okay though. I'm gonna keep rocking though. I'm gonna keep rocking though. But yo, if you just ask these major questions, the monetary system is serious. The American dollar is serious. Whoever's running that shit and making that shit move is a serious person. These are serious people. If America is 20-some, 30-some trillion dollars in debt, tell the man that we owe that debt to stand out in front of everybody so we can see what he look like. I want to know who it is. Like, and I ain't talking about his henchmen or other motherfuckers on the side, people that work for him. I want to talk to the boss. What the fuck is you talking about? I want to talk to the boss. Where he at? But we should straight carrying the fuck out of the Federal Reserve. I want to speak to the manager. All that money went missing, right? All that fucking money went missing September 10th, right? Was that September 10th? 2001? Come on, man. September 10th. Who was that? Donald Rumsfeld. Was it him? I think it was him. Made the announcement that they lost a bunch of money, trillions of dollars. They don't know where it's at. And they went, what? How you don't know where trillions of dollars is, boy? What the fuck is you talking about, right? There was already some investigations or a paper trail to some nefarious shit already being run up, right? Right where there was an impact in New York on one of the buildings, right? The two tall buildings, right? Right? On them two tall buildings? The impact on one of them was right on the floor where some office that was doing some investigation on the missing money. How that happen? How that happen? Y'all believe in way too many coincidences. The world ain't gonna really do all of that to you like that. When things look like they're being moved intentionally by hands, you have to almost assume that maybe it is and then look further into it just to be sure that it's not happening right in front of you. There's nothing wrong with that, and if you're wrong, then you're wrong. But a crime scene investigator, they look at everything, boy. Ain't nobody exempt. Everybody a suspect until they figure it out. All that shit, bro. And y'all gonna do that about serious stuff in the world because you won't ask yourself, where did this money come from? How does the money system work? You don't know? You should ask yourself because it's a serious thing. The people behind that shit are serious people. You're not gonna ask them how it got there? Ask them if they ever broke any laws to do what they do. As a matter of fact, the Federal Reserve is not even federal. These are international bankers, okay? These are international bankers, okay? And these international bankers don't give a damn about nothing because they're not federal. That's why when people say, why would America do this to its own country? It's being run by the banks and they're not American. You don't get it? Your ass tweaking. Yes, they will do this to America because they don't care. We in debt to them. They do this shit how they want to do it. If the bank want to come put a boot on your car for not paying that shit, that's what they gonna damn do, man. I don't care if all your shit in there, you've been calling this your car for 2 years. You got 2 more years to pay on that car note, it ain't your car. You are in debt, boy. And the default on the debt usually turns into fines and fees, and then you got to forfeit property. Whatever you put up for collateral or the property back, and any collateral, you lose all that shit, right? That's what happens when you forfeit on a debt. Ask yourself what happens if a country forfeits on a multi-trillion-dollar debt to international bankers. What happens if they call the debt? There's nothing wrong with you asking that question. You should actually ask it in a hypothetical manner so that you can get a better understanding of the monetary system and how this shit works. What happens when a country is in debt like us and then the debt goes into default? Any other debt goes into default, you got to give up the property and the collateral. What's the property and collateral? Is it me and you? Is it the land? Ask yourself. Go ask them what it is. They'll tell you. They'll tell you that something is wrong. And that shit cures racism because everybody falls to that. Being white is not going to exempt you from that shit. Being black doesn't guarantee you're going to take the short end of the stick when that shit crashes. That's all about what the hell you do with your life in preparation and understanding of these things. That's it. The system says, fuck all of y'all. But it says fuck you niggas twice. It does. It really hates us. But it hates everybody. Because if you ain't a part of the bloodline and you just out here being a cash cow on a tax farm, then damn it, that's who you is, and it don't matter if you're black or white, they got your ass. That's what they do. That's what they do, and you know it. And if you don't know it, you should go ask yourself if there's any truth in what it is that I'm saying. Go look at some of this stuff. Ask about the Federal Reserve. Try to figure out how fractional banking works. You can find this information online. YouTube gives good definitions and videos and explaining how fractional banking works. You can find multiple pages online. You can call the IRS or the Federal Reserve, the damn self, and ask them to explain to you or send you some information directly from them through the U.S. mail if you want to know that it's that official, or them explaining what it is that they do to the economy, where they come from, and how fractional banking works. Let them tell you how fractional banking works. If you know how fractional banking works, then you know there's no such thing as racism between us. Because fractional banking is meant to hurt everybody. It will hurt everybody. You have to know that. And when you know that, you got to calculate that into the bigger picture, what it is you're looking at. And if you're not going to be able to do that, I don't know how you want me to respect you as an adult and your opinion, especially when your opinion leads you to attempt to vote a ruler over me because you want a ruler over you. Boy, we can't even get to square one on an agreement that some things need to be asked, some very serious questions, even on a hypothetical term between you and these questions and whoever can answer these questions, just so that you know that this is how your money system works if you don't know how it works. Go ask somebody, why are you okay with not even knowing? Maybe knowing will lead you to kind of feel a little bit more like me or understand me on a deeper level, and you won't think so strange when I go, you might need this. Then it won't seem so strange to you. And I'm talking about the gun haters. If you knew what I knew, if you paid attention and gave this shit some genuine concern about the answers to some of these questions about how your monetary system works. If you just ask that question with some sincerity and go looking for the answer with some sincerity and then not give up until you feel like there is nothing else for you to understand about where it come from, how it got there, if they broke any laws to get it into the position that it's in right now or not, and what happens when the debts all go into default, and who's behind us that we owe this debt to. Ask all those questions on the hypothetical and get off this conspiracy theory truth, man. And stop trying to label me and other people with that stuff, bro. Because what you're doing is avoiding the fact that we're calling you out about asking questions about serious shit, that you have to realize that you are saying everything is A-okay, nothing to look at here before you look into it, but you act like we jump off a cliff for our shit before we even look into it. No, you doing that. Because there ain't no way in hell you, somebody who thinks that I'm talking shit about the monetary system, is going to look into the monetary system completely, the way that I have, and then come back to me and say, I have obtained all of the same information that you did. I checked a lot of the same resources and some of my own and dove deeply into the understanding of the monetary system. My conclusion is there's absolutely nothing wrong with what they did. They didn't break no laws or rules by doing it. Everything is A-okay, and we're going to be fine, and there's no way to break the system. It is perfectly fine the way it is. Nobody's going to go look and then come to that conclusion. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. So unless you've done all of that and you came to that same conclusion, when I'm the siren for this shit and I'm trying to tell you something is wrong, if you don't know, go, damn, maybe it is. And if you do know, then high five me. If you know and you still believe that everything's A-okay, I don't know what fucking planet you're from, but it's not okay, bro. Biden, he supposedly got the most votes of any president ever in history. I don't believe that shit. I never gave two damns about no voting or none of that shit. I ain't never voted a day in my life for no fucking body, and I never will. I'm not gonna vote for a ruler or a master, okay? Because the answer is no. When you're asking me who I want to be a master, I say nobody. So when people say, oh, you should look into this candidate, whatever, bro, bottom line is you asked me to pick somebody to tell me what to do. And I already told my mama when I turned 18, she can't tell me what to do. Who the fuck else has a fucking chance in the world unless they use extreme force and violence to push me into a relationship where I'm the bitch of the relationship? Bro, the answer for life is no. The answer to the question of who I want to be my master for life is going to be nobody. The answer is no. Nobody's good enough to take that role. My qualifications are too high. If you saw the list of qualifications I had for me to submit to somebody as my ruler, boy, you would say that ain't even human, that's impossible. And then I go, you're goddamn right, exactly. What the fuck? And then you look at the guy sitting in office right now, supposedly got the most votes of anybody ever, whatever, shut up. I don't care. I still don't like him, ain't gonna like him, ain't gonna never like him. I don't even know him. Don't nobody that don't know me personally could ever take that position to say that they know what's best for my life. To put me in harm's way in government versus government controversy, such as the potential for a third world war. Get the fuck out of here. You put me in the middle of that shit? Fuck you, man. I don't even know you, man. I don't know you at all, bro. I don't know you or like you. Ain't that crazy that I don't know you, and what I do know of you, I think you're scary and I don't like you. And you can still put me in the middle of a potential third world conflict to where my life may end, my children's lives may end in tragedy. Come on, man. And if you respect the weight of the shit that they fly above your head at all times throughout your life, if you respect the weight of that, and you realize what it can do to your life, I think it's only natural to say fuck them. I don't see how everybody don't say fuck them. Who the fuck can get you involved in a third world conflict or whatever, and somehow you support them? You're only gonna support them out of fear for them to be the savior of the shit that they caused, bro. Government caused these nuclear war scare problems. I ain't do that. What man that respect another man the way I respect another man? That I'm not your motherfucking boss, so then you know you're not mine. Once there's that mutual man-to-man natural respect, nobody can climb the mountain to do what government did to the world for all the atrocities that they already committed and whatever's left to come in the history and in the making of the history of planet Earth. Come on, man. They got the biggest body count, bro. I'm never going to like or respect that. And the fact that anybody does is prove that they got the power to hypnotize. Because how the fuck are you okay with that shit? I say the shit out loud and it gives me chills. It gives me chills, man. To think that, goddamn, that's crazy. Because if government was one dude trying to force all of this shit on you, but it was one guy, you would beat his ass. You will beat his ass to the dirt, boy. You will beat his ass to the dirt, to the upper room with that nigga. If it was one dude trying to enforce this government shit on you. This happened to be so big that y'all got to admit that the force and the armament and the propensity for violence that they come with is what making you go, sir, yes, sir, and salute this shit. You are really submitting out of fear, too. Because you wouldn't let one dude do this. You would be like, I don't want to do this. It's just one nigga. That's an easy fight. We'll smoke his ass. But when it's this big thing, then you go, I better get in line so they don't get me. Man, get the fuck out of here. Line this dick up and kiss it. Fuck out of here. I don't know what made me say that weird shit, but fuck y'all, bro. Like, just like that. Straight like that, bro. You is not supposed to like the idea of government. Y'all some fucking weirdos, bro. Like, for real. Like, dude, hey, bro. Hey, yo. Mr. Officer. You're not gonna pay no attention to me. Mr. Officer, you see I'm on the street, I could be calling him for help, and he don't know, he's just gonna ignore me. He gonna say he had to pay attention to the traffic, he's just gonna ignore me, I could be calling for his help. Hey, Mr. Officer, are you gonna confiscate if they call for that? You gonna confiscate if they call for that? He not gonna answer me. He not gonna answer me, how he ain't answer me? Why he ain't answer me? That's whack as hell. You see that? Cops won't answer this shit. Somebody told me it would be the federal police. Boy, this country too big. If they ever try to pull the plug on this gun shit, boy, they better bring an army. And as a matter of fact, in a roundabout way, the potential for a plan for them to actually do that, no matter how fantastic scenario or hypothetical might sound to y'all, to me, if I can think of it, then I know anybody who would want to enact such a tragic thing as to subdue America. If I can think about it and we can brainstorm between people down here in this conspiracy theory world, and we can come up with a plan to be like, oh man, if they did this, they might be able to get the upper hand on us, boy. That's crazy. If we can come up with it, anybody who actually wanted to do that has come up with it. These are military-minded geniuses. There's no way we coming up with shit that didn't cross their fucking mind. Even in the hypothetical, if America was gonna fall, how would they do it? You telling me nobody asked themselves the question that they came up with some kind of hypothetical, a drill, what do they call it? A simulation. They ain't never did a simulation on how America could fall. Get the fuck out of here. If I'm down here in the middle of Iowa talking this shit, spitballing, and it crossed my mind, even for a second, and I hypothetically begin to plug in different elements of how America could be subdued militarily, somebody else has already thought about this. So me just trying, I can stay on the hypothetical level with what they may have come up with, and it'll be enough to spook you out, and then they tell you, if you ever see a real manifestation of anything that looks like a plan that could potentially work hypothetically to subdue America and throw it into a level of bondage, to make Rome fall to the fucking dirt like they say that it always does, because this is a new Rome. If you can imagine that at all, and you start seeing things to be like, damn, those are some of the first steps that they would have to do to make this shit work. If we was hypothetically talking about this, that, or whatever, come on, man. If you smell smoke, you better assume there's a fire. If somebody burning toast in the kitchen, oh well, good. Good for you, it was only burnt toast. Fuck out. But if that's a real fucking fire, wouldn't you be glad to be able to try and put the extinguisher on the fire a little bit? To know that the house was on fire if it was a fire? If you smell smoke, you gotta assume the fire, bro. Nobody smells the smoke and doesn't assume the fire. You panic until you know better. That's what you do. And that's what you do with everything that the government does if it starts looking shady, funny, kind of like the beginning stages into a plan that could work if they wanted to militarily subdue America. Period. There's nothing wrong with somebody thinking that and then hashing out like, what would that look like? What could it possibly look like to be successful in doing that? And then if you start seeing it, come on, bro, you don't gotta be like, damn. Great minds might think alike. Did I hit on a few things? Maybe I got some misses, but did I hit on a few things that they're actually doing right now? Because those are the things that we can imagine possibly working. If you don't want to think about it, fine, don't think about it. I like to think about it because I know somebody else thinking about it. Motherfuckers in law enforcement and military services worldwide are being very serious about being badasses in their physical bodies, in their frame of mind, and in their operation of weapons. They being serious as hell, and you know it. So when you're not going to be that serious, and I tell you, you are taking the short end of the stick in a battle to stay alive on planet Earth by not doing something as simple and as natural as arming yourself, why the fuck am I the weirdo for saying that? You the weirdo for not noticing. Fucking jackass. Get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of y'all making gun lovers and people who support not just the Second Amendment, but the natural right, because that's where it comes from first. The natural right, which is the first rule of nature, self-preservation. For the Constitution to put it at number 2, y'all, that was fugazi from the jump. I knew that was bogus. That's rule number 1. Before I can even fucking say a word, for me to feel like I got to defend my free speech. First things first, you can't hurt me. I don't got to let you hurt me. I get to naturally blow your ass down to keep you off me, and that's just natural. It's got nothing to do with no laws and none of that shit. It's got nothing to do with that. It's natural. And I respect that shit out of every man. I don't give a fuck. How you not gonna respect that? You have to respect that. If you don't, you're playing a dangerous game with reality. You're out of touch. And you gotta not do that. You gotta not be so fucking out of touch, man. It's dangerous. You gotta be real. And begging people to be real nowadays is fucking crazy. because out of fear or pure ignorance. And it's not like I don't understand. Some people just want to live their life and just go. They just want to go with the flow. I'm not a go with the flow type of nigga. I can't just go with the flow. And it's okay that some of y'all are some go with the flow ass people. That's okay. Because I had nothing else that I could possibly expect. I can't expect for everybody to have a warrior spirit. So much so that they say, I don't know how dangerous the world is going to be for me or my surroundings, but I tell you what, I'm not going to play no games with the shit. And then we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I'm going to try and love everybody that I can. Respect everybody that I can. Try to keep real shit in focus. I get all that. Different walks of life, I get it. But you got to respect me when you see me and know that somebody got to do this. Somebody got to say, nah, fuck that. Somebody got to say, if it's got to be a fight, let it be. Then somebody got to say that. When the military soldiers say if it's going to be a fight, let it be a fight, I don't care if I come back home to my family. Military soldiers willing to die in a foreign country, they might not even recover these motherfuckers' bodies. Y'all know that? Y'all, do you understand that? That's how serious somebody is taking what they're willing to die for. When I tell you only in defense and never in offense to go fight nobody by the words of a fucking stranger. This is how crazy it is when you give everything that you're looking at the proper respect for exactly what it is that you're looking at. Take this military soldier, for example, that's getting all of this respect and honor for taking that initiative to willingly sign up for military service. Round of applause for you, because I'm not going to front like that's not some brave warrior shit. I get it. I come out here and do these open carry demonstrations with my carry-on, level 4. I got all my shit. I got 3 mags plus the one that's in my AR. I got my sidearm and all that. I'm just out here chilling. It's a little hot, but I'm not running fighting for my fucking life though, right? I could have on way more gear than this, right? I be tired, bro. This carrier be breaking my back, bro. Anybody who doing this, hardcore, literally fighting for their life, trying to fight for what they stand for, what they believe, honor, love, and respect, and dignity can be found. If that's your lane, bro, and you do that, you round of applause to you, bro. Salute to you. I just feel like y'all got lied to do that, and I think that's sad. People got to lie to you to draw that out of you, so that anybody who got that energy like that go fight for the lie that it never fights against the lie. You got played, bro. You got played. But I dig it though. I dig it. And you got to be strong to do this. This shit killing me right now. Hot as fuck. Right? But while y'all doing that though, while y'all doing that, the whole world is spinning around you in a maze of lies and contradictions, bro. Because y'all love it when a military soldier or police officer stand up and go ride or die for some shit on the words of somebody else. Y'all ignore the contradiction. That a military soldier who might have voted against Biden, really hoped that Biden would not win, can't stand Biden. He's going to go die when Biden go points his finger to say, go over there and fight some shit. Lose your life. We ain't gonna recover your body. That's what reality's gonna unfold for some of these soldiers, and they don't know that until they get there. Look at that. That's where you at now. Right? And they'll go do that shit and was praying to their God that Biden didn't get in office and now Biden can send him off to die. You see what I'm saying, bro? Just, you don't got it. You don't got it all, bro. There's a manipulation and a dangerous game being played with that shit. But that shit crazy. Ain't no way in hell I would go fight for a president that I voted against and hope to God he wouldn't get there. And then he gets there and start pointing his finger in all these stupid ass dangerous directions where he want me to risk my life over some lies. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all tweaking, bro. You don't have to like that shit. You don't have to be okay with it. And as a matter of fact, I think once you see it or somebody pointed out to you and then you see it, you gotta recalculate what you're seeing in the world after that, bro. And if you don't, man, then just admit that you will go with the flow ass nigga, and then whatever happens to you, what's gotta happen to you when the government come crashing all this shit down. Monetary system is built to fucking crash. You don't know you don't know how the banking system works, how fractional banking works? Listen. How y'all doing?
I'm gonna give you a hug.
All right. The banking system, you gotta know how the banking system works, and you'll see that they out here to play everybody. It's not about black and white. because you're on there. I'm super live. This is what you're on there. Yeah, I hope y'all are protected. Well protected. And if your life is ever challenged, y'all supposed to win that fight. But that the banking system crazy. Y'all got to know that. You have to know that. I'm begging for y'all to know that. And all you got to do is just go look. Stop thinking that weird ideas about how government and the banking system and even religion too have been trying to conquer and play y'all. When people say that, and then they point to these different examples of that, and they say that these things are going to sound strange because if it was super duper common knowledge and they told you the ins and outs of how they were doing this, they wouldn't be able to do it. And you got to know that if somebody want to play you, they got to keep a lot of shit from your eyes for them to be able to successfully play you. So when I say you got to look beyond what they putting right in front of your eyes, you got to take them little bits of crumbs of information and clues, and then look beyond your perception to find a deeper truth about how they playing you, but they need you to not notice. When I say that, why y'all say conspiracy theory? Why you say that? Even on a hypothetical level, you got to know that if they were trying to play you with the monetary system, with the military-industrial complex, and how that affects the monetary system in a very intentional way. If I was to point these things out to you, you would have to admit that even on a hypothetical level, it's interesting, you would have to ask yourself how it really works in the real world and then apply some hypothetical things. When you realize that you're seeing these hypothetical things actually play out in a bad way, you'd have to be like, damn, the hypothetical look like the real shit. Because now that I got this ground roots understanding. Yeah. They're gonna bring me a water. I was just saying how hot it is. It's hot as hell. But if you ask yourself how it works and then you plug in the hypotheticals to try to see if it looks nefarious, come on, man, you'll come to the same conclusion. That's all.
You're welcome.
Yeah, because it's hot out here. Ooh, buddy. Woo. Got my little farmer's tan going and all that. It's hot, boy. You can't be racist unless you're one of the elite. It's the only way for you to truly be racist. Otherwise, you're playing yourself, you're fooling yourself. Because superiority is not found in skin color per se. Superiority is going to be what you have actually manifested in the powers of true control of the other human beings in the world to a degree that they can't stop you. So much so that they might not even see you. So much so that they think they see you and somebody points you out in the shadows that they can deny even seeing you while looking right in your eyes. Or they can say, yeah, I see him. I don't want nothing, I don't want no parts of that, and then they do that. Superiority. Or they say, yeah, I see you and I'm gonna stop you, and then you easily crush them. Superiority. That's superiority. That has some racial seasonings. Because the whole system is saying, fuck all of y'all, but fuck you niggas twice. That is what they do. But they do mean to say fuck everybody, though. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. It's for everybody. And if you understand the monetary system, you will know that. Because white skin is not going to save you from the inevitable bad effects of this fiat currency and this petrodollar that's skipping across the whole globe, skip to my loop, hand in hand with the English language in a very God-like manner, in a ritualistic-like manner. It does that. If you don't know what gematria is, you gotta pay attention to Zachary K. Hubbard's YouTube channels, Gematria Effect News. Find any of them that you can find, 22, 23, 24, 25, whatever. He always losing his channels. He started numbering them so he can keep track of how many times they try to shut him up, because they know he kicking that real shit. Gematria Effect News. Find that on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification for every one of the channels that you find that are still active that start with Gematria Effect News. No matter what number that comes behind it, follow it, so you can't miss. You got to get in tune with this gematria shit. Because just like I'm trying to describe to you and express how much it is critical. Yeah. How critical it is for you to respect what it is that you know you're dealing with to the degree that it affects your life and global affairs. Respect it that much. You're already bound down to it. I'm asking you to recognize the power behind the manifestation of the American dollar, where it came from, and what it takes to really be behind that. To be the man that deserves the 20 or 30 some trillion dollars that America is in debt over. Who deserves to have that handed over to him? Whoever that is, you got to give him respect to the power, right? When you give him respect to the power, whatever that is, then you will realize that whatever could grant him power over the world like that has to be something that is so powerful and consistent and deeply rooted in humanity that it deserves the respect enough that you should go. You should try to figure out what's all connected to it and where it comes from and where it's going. When you look at gematria, the American dollar, the English language, and how they're tied together, we're all living under the Gregorian calendar right now. That's the calendar that we're on. It's named after a Roman Pope, a Catholic Pope, right? Catholic Pope named our calendar system we got right now. They also developed the English language at the same time. And they put all of it together at the same time to force it around the world and look at it. Everybody got to know English. Everybody got to do business in that American dollar. How is it still so tied together when it came together so long ago? There's an obvious plan to keep it all together. If you don't understand that, you got a cognitive problem. That the only way to hold that together like that is for somebody to be moving it. Who's moving it? Ask yourself who's moving it. What's wrong with asking who's moving it? You don't got to call it a conspiracy, nothing. Ask the questions and tell me how the answers make you feel, bro. Y'all tweaking. Gematria, look it up, bro. Look up gematria. Learn how that shit works. There's nothing wrong with wanting to understand what all of this shit is. And you want to know more about your body, you don't got to be a doctor, maybe you just want to know. You develop a dietary plan, you get your routine checkups. You're trying to become more knowledgeable about conditions you might be living with, you do this stuff. So you can better understand. What's that? Hell yeah. You gotta protect yourself. You don't gotta wait for nobody to do that. Bears in the woods don't do that shit. They fight their battles, bro. They don't, oh, wait for my brother bear, the other bear. They ain't waiting for no other fucking bear. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What'd you say, bro? Oh, the cops don't mess with me. I've done like more than 50 of these and see the rappers, they never mess with me. The news want everybody to be scared of the police. They're not scary like that. We got other stuff to worry about. The police not out here blowing niggas down over every little thing, bro. And if you say that they is, but it's not happening to me, maybe the fucking answer is go get a gun and the police will leave you alone. Maybe that's the fucking answer. Fuck out of here. Be thorough in how you think about this shit if you want to take it serious and you want me to take you serious as an adult. If you can't take none of these topics that I'm talking about seriously, then don't come to me with your opinion. Just say you're not serious and then step out my way. Don't come to your opinion without looking into what it is that I'm talking about to confirm some of this stuff, or to at least stand firm on what it is that you're talking about so that you know that I'm bullshitting. You got to come all the way like that, bro. If you're not gonna rock with me, then stand aside. Because if you come against me, even verbally, with something that's supposed to convince me that somehow I'm in the wrong about the stuff that I'm talking about, you gotta come correct, bro. You gotta come with your receipts. You gotta come with the proof. Because everything I'm saying might sound like opinion, but it's based on hardcore facts. And I'm just telling you, this is what the facts are, and there's no other way to react to these facts but like this, bro. The government ain't meant to help you. They are literally controlled, period. When are they ever helped, bro? If you agree with them, you high-five their ass. When you don't agree, they bring the gun to you to make you subdue anyway. The fuck is that? That's not a friend, bro. Friends don't do that to you. They didn't come here to be your fucking friend, bro. They don't give a fuck about none of your shit, bro. And if you just so happen to disagree with 99% of what the government does, they do to you what they do when there's peace between y'all. And you kind of want to pay the taxes, but you kind of don't. You kind of want to carry the gun no matter what New York says, but then you kind of do. You do, you don't. And now New York is changing their fucking mind. And I'm happy to see that. That Buffalo shit went down, and then New York said, man, maybe we supposed to be carrying guns. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. He got his shit. He not playing. He taking his life serious. What's wrong with that? You can't even tell me you taking your life you can't even tell me that you're taking your life seriously and then tell me that you refuse to carry a gun too. I'ma go, why the fuck you just say you was taking your life serious? That you lying, bro. How you taking it serious, but you won't be like, man, I'll make somebody leave me alone. I ain't gonna hurt nobody to make them give in to no bullshit, but I can make you leave me alone, though. That's about as serious as you need to be like me, because I don't intend nothing else. I ain't never been a bully my whole life, boy. This is about defense. They talk about assault rifles. This is not an assault nothing, boy. This is a defense, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Because that's all it's there for. Y'all like tacking names and labels and shit on the shit. I do it too, bro. And what I say goes, you gotta respect my shit. Y'all try to force these labels and titles and shit on shit and go, oh, since you said it, everybody gotta abide. Defense rifle being held by a god. That's what I am. Period. You want to identify as if you want to identify as a fucking raccoon, if you want to identify as a lobster, if you want to identify as a man, but you know you got fallopian tubes, but you want to identify as a man, I am okay with that because I do not care. I got bigger fish to fry. But when I say I want to identify as a god and I can't be respected by nobody, y'all can kiss my ass because that's what I identify as, and then you gonna respect it because I said it. Ain't that how the game works? That's what you just said to me. So that's what it's finna be. I am a god, okay? I am receiving information from the universe all around me. And I am the center of that information exchange when I give it back out. Carving my path, yeah. Carving my path through the Hitachi records. Carving my path through reality, making my path. While I'm doing that, I am a god, bro. And I am to be left the fuck alone unless I'm hurting somebody, which I never do. So I can whistle Dixie through this bitch, knowing that I don't deserve no pain or control to anybody trying to bring with me because I know I'm not doing it to nobody. And once I know that I don't deserve that shit, I can say with confidence, being fueled by responsibility to do so, that I'm going to defend myself and I don't care what nobody say, and I'm going to use whatever I feel is effective and I don't care what nobody say. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Who the fuck is you to tell me not to use a gun to do that? Get the fuck out of here. You're talking to a god. I don't got to listen to you. I don't got a moral obligation to listen to shit. Y'all just use all this overwhelming force and violence to beat people subconsciously into this mental submission that they can be a grown-ass man out here, not going for none, gang banging, doing whatever they doing in the streets, willing to crash out and die for all this other stuff, but they won't do that towards government, though. That's hypnosis. Because who the fuck willing to crash out, willing to kill or be killed for what they rocking in the streets, but would hate it if a cop had to do it? Boy, death is death. If you willing to rock for your shit, I don't give a fuck where it come from. I'm gonna be me and rock my shit, and whoever wanna stop me is they all get the same reaction from me, and costumes don't make it no more. I'm not more dead if it's a cop than I am if it's a gangbang. I'm not more dead. Dead is dead. So if you willing to rock your shit, live and die for that shit, how the fuck you willing to rock that shit in the streets, but somehow you become subdued by the idea of law enforcement? And I'm not calling for action from people who in the streets to say fuck law enforcement too, but like I'm on that already anyway because I'm talking about fuck anybody with a gun trying to hurt me. And I just so happen to mean law enforcement too because who the fuck are they? These are just people, boy. These are men. These are men with human flaws and all type of shit. They ain't no better than nobody. These motherfuckers be racist, prejudiced. Some of them be trafficking youngsters that don't belong to them, moving them from point A to point B. Make sure the operation goes smoothly. Yeah, some of them doing that. Fuck out of here. Some of them trafficking these drugs that they also have to make arrests on. And all of these things are legit truths that you can find in the world. And when you find these things in the world, but you can't bring yourself to say fuck the police, you weird to me, bro. You weird as hell. The only way I wouldn't say fuck the police is if you told me that some way, somehow, being a police officer does make somebody a superhuman, automatically morally clean and superior to everyone else. And then I go, hell yeah. If there's a group of people that you can blanket label like that, hell yeah, salute to them. But police are just people though. They illustrate to you all the time that not only do they got the same flaws that we do, they actually use their position to increase their chances to get away with all that bullshit. I can definitely say fuck them now because they bring to the table a power that the average man don't have. If another man walk up to me right now and try and check me on my possession of these firearms, at the very least, everyone would say that somehow if this get out of hand and I didn't start that fight, then he's got to fucking go. He should lose that fight. But if I say that same conflict came from a guy with a badge, some people would literally say, oh, that's different. You got to let him win. And that's weird to me. That's why I say fuck that. You got to be crazy if you don't understand what I'm saying. And if you understand what I'm saying and you still got to side with the police officer, then now you got to say that you have been subdued by the illusion of a costume, as if some way, somehow, immoral things that they do can be made right because of what somebody wrote on paper. Don't you realize that if they can convince you that that's the standard, that they can get you to go along with some atrocities, bro? If I'm talking bullshit, then say that. Because this is the shit that you don't got to give in to what I'm talking about when I'm talking about my perspective on law enforcement. You don't got to give into that. To honestly say, down the logical path of what I'm saying, that a costume can't make something immoral magically moral because the guy with a costume said that some other people that were not you got together in a room and signed some papers. If I explain that to you, you would agree with me. But then when I put it out into the real world, you say the world don't work like that, Trey. I have to respect him. He's a police officer. I gotta give in. There are some good ones. Man, get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit. Get the fuck out of here. That's some weirdo activity, bro, and I won't engage. What I said about morality is just absolutely true. It's not an opinion. It comes off like an opinion because people disagree with me. And then when they disagree with me, they're saying, I disagree with his opinion, that's his opinion. No, you disagree with a fact because some way, somehow, your mind can't wrap around the idea that self-governance is the best thing, that if everybody just respected the next man the way I try to give respect to the next man and how I want him to respect me, if everybody did that, nobody could climb the mountain to do this shit to the world, period. If you don't understand that and you can't respect that because it makes you say, because it's going to force you to be like, fuck the police? Yeah, it's going to make you feel like that if you genuine, if you sincere, if you being logical and honest about what it is that we're dealing with. I be meaning that shit from the bottom of my heart. I don't understand how people rock with the police at all. And if you do because you think that society absolutely has to have some line of defense for the people that cannot or will not defend themselves, that's fine because I agree. But they don't have to be what we see as police in America today. They don't got to do it like that is what I'm saying. And if you can't understand that we need to try to reach for the main goal of what we're trying to get to while cutting out all of the bullshit that gives us all of these troubles in the in-between, if you can't agree that we need to constantly be evaluating that and the police need to be dismantled so much that we don't even call the police no more, if you can't agree that something needs to be done on a serious level about these things, you bugging, bro. You bugging because you know you'll get a seatbelt ticket and be upset. Nobody gets a seatbelt ticket and say that they deserve that seatbelt ticket. They're going to happily pay that shit. While you being threatened by a man with a gun that you're going to pay that money. And you don't think it's a threat with a gun because he don't point the gun at you when he writes the ticket. But on no level are they ever going to allow you or ever forgive or forget that debt that you owe them because they caught you without wearing the seatbelt. When the seatbelt being neglected by you could have only hurt you and nobody else. Ain't that a damn fucking weird ass fucking situation we find ourselves in? Whatever force can operate and do that. I don't give a fuck if that was the only thing that they did wrong. If they did it thinking it was okay, hell yeah. If they do it thinking it's okay and that's the only thing they did, they still wrong. Y'all crazy.
Hug, man.
Yeah. Yeah, what up, man? Thank you. How you doing?
I'm talking about somebody gotta protect our motherfucking rights.
Yeah, somebody gotta do it because they ain't gonna just give it to us. You always gotta fight for that shit. Hell yeah. It's always a fight. You gotta keep motherfuckers off your ass at all times. Life ain't gonna never be so sweet to you that you don't protect yourself. It ain't gonna never be that sweet, and that's okay. But you gotta realize that. Yeah, the things that I'm talking about is not meant to come off as an absolute answer to solve everybody's problems. Individual freedoms being completely exercised to the tune of nature would be dangerous. Less dangerous than this bullshit we got going on right now, because in the midst of all of that, we're actually walking around letting other men and women with guns pretend that they are special and different from you and they have a right to initiate the force of violence. And that people should lay down and accept it too. I would never expect for anybody to accept me being a bully. You don't gotta accept me doing that shit, bro. The police will make you think that you gotta accept them doing it. If they wrong, then iron that shit out in court. Hope that you survive the encounter and then iron it out in court, bro. They want you to do that. That's what they expect for you to do? Fuck out of here, bro. That's why I'm superior to every cop in the country nationwide. I'm superior to all of them. I got one reason why I would point my gun at you. That's defense. To defend myself, that's it. They got a gang of reasons. You can't even count them all. Every law that calls for them to have an expected response in reaction to you breaking their law, where they got to intervene in your life and kind of subdue you into some kind of compliance, usually over money. That's what they want out of you. Money fixes everything with them. You can literally buy justice in this country. With the right money, you get a hold of the right lawyer, you can get out of some shit that a poor man can't get out of. That's another reason why when the system allows for that to happen, it's okay for you to say fuck the system off that. These are one-hitter quitters, bro. I find one thing wrong that does that kind of tragic thing to humanity, I get to say fuck it and fuck it all. Scrap it all and start over. Stop accepting it. We supposed to be reaching for the highest goal, bro. We don't gotta accept shit. What up, man? I be out here, boy. We gotta get together, man. Do it, man. We overdue it, bro. Shit going crazy. I see your shit going up. What's that? I can't even hear you, bro. New? Yeah. Hey, I built it from the ground up. All the pieces I put all together by myself. I hand-picked everything I wanted in there. It's bad motherfucker, boy. It is, man. Small, lightweight. It shoots the 300 blackout. That's damn near an AK round. All right. Hey, listen. Anything I be saying, man, I be trying to help y'all, bro. I just be wanting y'all to be the best y'all can be on planet Earth, bro. And anything y'all ever do, you gotta realize, and just come to terms with how the world works, man. It's dangerous, bro. It's gonna be dangerous. It ain't gonna never be no more dangerous than it is when government has this control over the world, and you can see it right now. There's only a certain amount of danger that any one man could possibly impose on the world before somebody stops him. The government can get y'all to applaud them, park the fucking Red Sea for their ass, and let them march on with that bullshit while they cancel how many life subscriptions these motherfuckers have canceled in the past 100 years outside of a declared war on a foreign enemy. Over 260-some million people have died in the past 100 years by the hands of their own government. Did you hear every word that I said? Over 260-some million people have died by the hands of their own government in the past 100 years. Don't ever act like you're scared of me, but you don't act like you're scared of government. If you're scared of me, then once you see what government doing, you should be so damn scared that you go, somebody stop them. Because I'm nothing compared to what they can, will, and have been doing to the whole world. How the fuck you out here acting like you trying to spot danger? You see me, you think you see danger. When you know damn well when you see a cop, you think, oh man, I know I'm looking right there at a man that can force me out of my money. And it's a debt that they never forgive. When they ever gonna let you slide? You think they go, oh man, never mind, man, forget about that ticket. They never let you forget about the ticket, bro. And they will go as far as you make them go, bro. They're trying to come to you happy-go-lucky, like if there's any tension or aggression, it's got to be on your behalf because they ain't really on that. But then if you resist any of their advances or trying to force you to pay a citation that you refuse to pay, when they come to you to try and check you about that shit, however far you take it and resisting them, they are willing to take it. Over $150 ticket, you can get a cop to kill you just by you saying, no, 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 I'm not going to listen to you. The answer is no, I'm not giving you shit. If you do that and you stand on it, it'll lead to him doing whatever he want to do to you about $150. And you know that that's the absolute truth when I say it. Even if you like law enforcement, you know I'm telling the truth right there. Yeah, boy. Hell yeah. You know I'm telling the truth. You know that's what it is. It's not a conspiracy theory. I am telling you how it actually works, and you know it to actually be true. How can you support the police after that? And you want to support the idea and the protection of the police, fine. But you have to be willing to say they can't be who they is. They can't rock how they rocking right now though. And it's important enough to go make them stop right now too. Change the way it works right now. That's important. We're supposed to be doing our due diligence to do that. Because the protection in society for people that cannot or will not protect themselves doesn't have to come along with a cop writing you a ticket because you didn't have on a seatbelt and now he can force you to the death to pay it, or there will be some force. And if you resist, he's not gonna fall back on fighting you back just because you want to resist about a ticket. He going, man, it's only a ticket. He gonna fuck the ticket. Did you just resist me? Now it's about the resistance. He don't care about the ticket. He'd take that all the way to your death, bro, because you absolutely refuse to your death to not pay a ticket. He'd take it there with you instead of going, man, it ain't worth none of this, man. It's a ticket, man. Whatever, man. Forget the ticket. They won't do that, bro. They never let go, bro. And they got this far because you go, man, you can rock that shit. Go ahead. When you see them do it to somebody else, you go, oh man, they should have listened to the officer's commands. You do that, and then they go, yo, this shit working. This shit working. It'll never work for them. We call it armed robbery if they do it. But when a police officer does it, then it's collected on a citation. You know, it's a fine, it's a fee. You're supposed to just pay it. If I get your ID so I can see what your face really look like and see where you live at and tell you gonna pay, they gonna call that something. What they gonna call it? The same shit I call it when they do it. It's all the same action. And if you can't understand that, or you do understand it and you still support the police, you a certain kind of special. There's a certain way I feel about you at that point. And if you think that me opposing it means that I want them to poof, be gone, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. You gotta give these topics enough respect to know that it's multidimensional. There's hundreds of layers. It can't be fixed overnight. This little bit that I'm telling you that I'm addressing right now is not the whole story. I'm not saying that my remedy is gonna solve everything. No, it's not. But it's gonna bring it down. Though, just stop telling people that they can tell other people what to do in the barrel of a gun over absolutely nothing but money over petty offenses. Is that too much to ask for? Y'all tweaking, bro, and I don't gotta like y'all now. What the fuck? Y'all ass crazy, bro. I'm supposed to see that shit for exactly what it is and then like it, or else I'm the funny guy? Nah, you the funny guy, weirdo. Fuck out of here, fucking weirdo. Pay the shit the respect that it has over you, that it's demanding. And then you'll realize that there's many nuances in all the shit that I'm talking about, and that you're not gonna get the whole story or the whole remedy in the fucking law stream. It takes some serious reconstruction of society to really get down to the nitty-gritty about everything it is that I'm talking about. Everything that drives me to feel the way I feel. Everything. Boy, I can do YouTube videos, write books, and you can do a documentary on my life after I'm fucking dead, and you will still never understand the trillions of thoughts and ideas that go on in my head throughout my whole life about this shit. You'll never get it all. And you will never know me by all of this shit. It takes too much, man. You will never know. That's how weird the world is. That's how powerful humanity is. That one man can't be pegged by the entire fucking world. You can't figure it out. You can't completely understand it or witness it from my perspective. That's how unique we are. No man can really be mastered by another man, bro. Hell. It can't be. All there is violence in the idea of subduing another man. Violence and coercion and manipulation and cooperation. It takes those things, bro. But you can never just master and dominate a whole nother man, bro. You gotta trick that man or kill that man. Or supply him with something he needs. There's gotta be some cooperation. But as soon as a man go, nah, bro, boy, that's gonna be a fight, and that's natural. Because every man got the right to say no to another man about whatever. Can't be forced into nothing. About nothing, bro. Not government business, not nothing. Not laws, not nothing. You got to be okay with that. They got laws against child trafficking and the production of films and shit involving kids. You know what I'm talking about? There's laws against that. People still doing it. You know what that means? You got to run down on their ass to make them stop, bro. That's what I've been saying. Everything is always going to meet some level of resistance somewhere, and that's when the violence come in. And when I say that's a confrontation that every man is going to have to face at some point about something, or you might have to, you should be prepared to have to, right? When I say that, somehow I sound strange. It's the gun haters. How? I'm not the weirdo, bro. You is. You got kids and you refuse to arm yourself, you a weirdo. I think that's strange, bro. I wish you would change. I wish you would protect your kids, man, the way I do. I wish you would, man. And if you out there and you know that I sound like I'm talking to you, change your heart or your mind. If you're scared of the gun, study the shit, bro. It's not that hard to figure out. Mistakes are deadly. Mistakes are dangerous, but it's easy to avoid those things. It's just that mistakes are costly. And I get it. It might be intimidating to some people, but I'm telling you, bro, if you're intimidated by that shit, man, you got a problem, yo. You gotta be more of a man than that. The world needs more men like that.
How you doing? Good. Nice to meet you. I love what you're doing. It's good all the way.
Good. Thank you.
Safe.
Yes. I hope you are well protected. The world needs more men that feel like the good cop y'all think y'all see. Every man should be like that. Wouldn't the world be better if every man carried himself as if maybe it was his responsibility to protect people that can't help themselves? The honorable shit goes up. The level goes up when more men do that. I don't understand how that don't equal good shit to y'all. That don't sound good to y'all? That every man goes, hey man, I don't know that woman, but I'll die to make dude leave her alone though if he killing her. Like, every man should feel like that. They should have the courage to actually do something about that too. And that means you might need to carry a gun, bro. You carry a gun and then you go, whatever's in my heart as far as protection of innocent people, I can manifest that shit, bro. I got the courage, I got the confidence, I got the tools that can increase my chances of surviving some kind of intervention to save somebody innocent. The tool that will increase your chances of surviving, helping somebody, to save somebody's life is a gun, bro. There's nothing wrong with saying that. If you don't see that, you have a cognitive problem. You gotta know that that's what that is. The answer is the fucking gun, bro. Don't be such a coward, man. Learn how to use a gun. It's not that hard. Be OCD obsessive about how you handle the guns in regards to the safety rules and handling a firearm. And if you do that, you will be fine. And if you worry about what somebody else gonna do with a gun, yo, you telling good people who understand the responsibility behind handling a firearm, if you want them to also be swept out the way so that you can stop the few people who might cross your path who don't understand or care about the safety of handling a firearm, or they don't value human life. That's the shit, that's part of the shit that you need to feel, you need to recognize as being inevitable in a world full of things that have been trying to kill you since the day you was born. Disease, natural disasters, other people, wild animals and shit. Everything trying to kill your ass. You better come to you better come to a conclusion, some level of acceptance of those things. And then just say, what can I do? What can I do? Diet, exercise, eat healthy, work out and shit, to do all that. Be mindful and knowledgeable about wild animals and wildlife in the area where you live at. Know what wildlife is in your area. If you known to have cougars in your backyard, you got to know that. And if you ain't prepared to deal with that, and you don't know that, you a fool. You a dummy. Who don't know that? And don't got no remedy to fix it, and no remedy to fix it or to help yourself. If that were to ever happen. And I don't care how rare it is. When lightning gets to striking and cracking and shit right above your head, it might be unlikely that you're going to get struck by lightning, but you're not going to play no fucking games with your life. You're going to get your ass out the way. Fuck out of here. You don't want to be one in a million. Okay, how rare it is, and you know it. And it's the same thing with the idea of a home invasion or armed robbery or some public event where somebody just want to just let off shots. I don't care how rare it is. That shit like lightning. I don't want to be the one in a million, boy. I don't want to be the one in a million, and I'm not going to. If I carry this shit and nothing ever happened, good. If I carry this shit and something happened, I got a chance, bro. That's all I'm asking for. And another man can't tell me, hey man, you can't protect your life. You can't tell me shit, bro. Biden can say what he want, I ain't letting go of shit. And it's ironic that he gonna need about 20 of them to come get mine. Like what you talking about.
Hey!
Hey.
What's up? Look at this.
Thank you.
Hey, you go.
Hell yeah, I hope y'all are well protected.
Damn right.
I hope so. If anybody ever challenge your life and they in the wrong, you supposed to win, man.
Yep.
They don't gotta come to you in the wrong and win that fight.
I got my stuff. I got my license.
All right, good.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the support,
Good
y'all.
job.
Thank you. Hey, good guys like this gun too.
I know, right? Be careful, that gun might shoot somebody.
Oh, I better watch out. I better ask her how it's doing today. She said, better watch out. That gun might shoot somebody by itself. Ha ha ha, being like sarcastic. I said, yeah, I better ask him how he's doing today. If he's in the mood, he might pop off. Yeah, right. Come on, man. Inanimate object cannot fire itself, man. Y'all got to be real, man. When law enforcement got it, the whole government, all the legislature, all these gun haters, civilians, and government officials, they all say, well, he's a police officer. All of a sudden, somebody's frame of mind kind of dictates if the firearm is going to be bad or not. They recognize that it's the man when it's a cop, but when it's me, then the gun makes me bad no matter who I am. Get out of here.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did. Sorry.
will you hug my wife?
Will I? Oh.
Yeah. Will you give her a hug?
Thank you.
Are you veteran?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just a citizen, man.
You're a responsible gun owner?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right on, man.
I just want people to know that good guys like this gun too.
What's that?
Good guys like this gun too.
Good guys, yeah.
It's
The
cool.
good guys
Like,
aren't going around killing anybody.
Well, yeah.
you know,
We're with you.
yeah, I
Can
just
I
want
take a
everybody.
picture of you and send it to our son?
Oh
Can
yeah.
I take a picture of you hugging my
No.
Okay. Put your sign
Yeah, put your sign there.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
God bless.
Yes, thank you very much, man. I was trying to crack a joke when he said, did you just hug my wife? I thought he said, did you just hug my wife? And I was like, yeah, I did, sorry. I thought he was joking with me, but he was like, no, will you hug my wife? I was like, oh, okay. But I mean, man, real talk, man, a lot more people respect this shit and understand what's going on than what they putting on. And as a matter of fact, I was just reminded in my own head that they ended my last live stream that I just did, and it's gone now. So I'm gonna end this one right now before I lose it, and hopefully somebody walk past whistling, don't make them think that I got some music in my video that I don't got the copyright to, stupid shit like that. So I'm gonna end this live, man. Be looking forward to more videos. I got some edited videos I need to put out or whatever. Don't forget about that gematria shit. You gotta look into it. It's the key to the manipulation, and it's critical that y'all give it a chance. You gotta look at gematria and give it a chance and ask yourself, How likely is this? All the information you find in all of the examples, ask yourself, how likely is it to just be random? And when you ask yourself that, you're going to come to the conclusion that you don't know how random this could be just over and over again. Look into it. Gematria. It's an old Jewish language. It's a collaboration between Catholics and Jews to develop the English language based on some old Kabbalah magic shit of converting numbers into letters and then letters into words. It's crazy as fuck. The Gregorian calendar and the English language go hand in hand, developed by the same people to the tune of this ritualistic shit that's called gematria. You gotta check it out. You're gonna love it. It's gonna blow your mind. It's interesting, and it's the key to reality, man. It tells you what's really going on. It'll blow your mind, and it'll make you feel good that they tried to play you with this shit, but now you can see them. It's gonna make you feel strong. It's gonna make you feel like you're really using your brain to pay attention to the idea that they tried to play you, but they couldn't play you. It's dope as fuck. Zachary K. Hubbard, Gematria Fake News. You gotta go check it out. You will not regret it. Give it a chance. Hug an AR owner. We out here hugging people today, showing some support, breaking the stereotypes, breaking the gun stigma. We knocking all that shit down, all that shit fugazi that you see on the news. They want you to think and feel about these important things the way they want you to think and feel, so that you never form any kind of resistance to what it is that they really want to do. And what they really want to do is run this shit. They want all y'all to lay the fuck down so they can run this shit. It ain't going down like that. I'm not fucking going. Woo! I'm fucking with the traffic out here. I'm almost causing accidents and shit. Yeah. Yeah. But listen, they hate for you to know it, but it's the absolute truth. The gun gets the job done. There's absolutely nothing that you could possibly want in the idea of shaping and manifesting a better world. If you think you're going to do this unarmed, you're crazy. As soon as you want to disarm yourself, you are telling yourself that you're never ever going to be the driving force to the change that you want to see in the world, because you have given up your ability to tell the bad guys that no means no. You gotta wake up and get off that shit. Real talk. Hug an AR owner. Arm yourself. Woo bang, boy. This gun shit is for everybody.